What's going on, people? It is June 8th, 2023, and we're making this video to talk about the shiny object syndrome and what it means when you're jumping from thing to thing and why that's happening. So, just to give you some context on this channel, it is meant to document our process to financial freedom along the way in the most raw, not production focused way possible, just to give you the information immediately from the phone and no editing whatsoever, really. Maybe some slight touches here and there, but personally, I feel like there's a big lack in the education space on things that other influencers and other people will share, because they have this like super polished, very clean way of providing the information. And yes, I might lose viewers, I might not have as many subscribers as others because of the editing style, because I'm not focused on like complete retention from start to finish. But this is my style, and this is how I'm going to do it, and whatever happens happens. So what I wanted to mention is, with shiny object syndrome, really in a nutshell, it means, you look at one thing, you think the grass is greener on the other side, and you jump to that next thing thinking it might be better for you. And while that might be true a lot of times, there is a misconception that you're doing it because the money's better, or for some reason your circumstances might change significantly. Personally, the only thing that I would consider moving from thing to thing for is if you genuinely loved the next opportunity or the thing, or you just stick with what you're doing now because you love it so much. And that's definitely something that I've been guilty of in the past, is I would jump from one thing to the next primarily because it sounded good. It sounded like the money was good in that industry. But the more that I've experienced things, the more that I've realized there's way more money to be made in the things that you love, because you can stay with them long enough to see them grow into this really awesome opportunity. Where if you've just chased the next thing, you're going to be spinning your wheels for years until you get to the point where you can actually make some kind of sustainable income. So for us, our biggest goal has been, how can we provide and create a lifestyle that works for us, and align our goals and our vision with that along the way. So if we are going to do work, if we're going to build a business, it aligns with where we want to go long term anyway. So it just all falls together. So that is definitely the biggest area of improvement that we've focused on. And through that, we've learned that it's very easy to get off track if you just keep looking and aren't really in love with what you're doing. It's very easy to get distracted from the next thing. And there's just so much opportunity out there that your best bet and your best option is to go after the things that really excite you, because there's a million ways to make $1 million, but what's the point if you don't love it? If you don't love what you're doing, I mean, you can make $50,000 and you'll be happy as a clam because you love every single day you wake up and you're excited to go after it. And that's the kind of lifestyle that personally, like, I would want to live. And even if we don't make millions of dollars, it excites me. And that's why you see these big YouTubers, for the most part, that make a ton of money, because they don't stop. They just don't stop doing it. They're obsessed with it. They love it. They love the game, and they love what they're doing. And you talk to them long enough, they genuinely love it for the most part, right? There are some people that are in it for the wrong reasons, and like they just found a good niche and they exploited it. And there's other people that genuinely love what they do, and it pays really well. So the stars align in most cases, but like the ikigai, if I always kind of butcher it, but it's like when you're in alignment with what you love, what the world needs, a service that you can provide that like provides value, what then that's sort of, and what your heart wants, something like that. It's like there's like 4 or 5 things. It's like what your heart wants, what you love, what the world needs, and what you know really well, and then maybe another one. But you align those all together, and when everything points in the center, that's your ikigai, however you pronounce it. And I think it's important to find your center, something that you love, something that you're really good at, and something that could bring a lot of value and also is a good financial route as well. Because, you might you might love, just about any industry, you can make a lot of money. Like, if you love gardening, you could create courses or educational pieces on gardening and sell tools and programs and coaching on how you can help people garden and, products and stuff. So I don't know, there's so many ranges that you can take it. It's just, what excites you? What would you do for free? Like, what is something that you would do for free and you could do for years without seeing any results of it, just because you love doing it? That's kind of what this is. That's what this channel is. I love talking about finance. I love talking about the ins and outs of investing and self-improvement, personal development, and just like getting to a good place financially. And sure enough, the more we started to do things that excited us, the more opportunities came our way. Like, very, very recently, over the past month or two, we've had countless income opportunities pop up just because we doubled down on the things that we loved, and we have a bigger vision for ourselves. Because there's no way in life that you can get ahead financially unless you're doing things at a bigger scale. You have bigger goals, bigger dreams, you love what you're doing, you're obsessed with it, or anything like that. Because you could do well financially in the corporate world, but it's unlikely that you'll make $200,000+ a year unless you're in sales, software engineering, or like a high level executive. Everything outside of that, you're probably struggling. So my understanding and my goal was to earn $20,000 by April 24th, 2023, and 2024, sorry, April 24th, 2024, and the goal is to earn $20,000. How do we get that? Probably not in the corporate world. So we need to find alternatives or supplemental incomes that we can get that will get us there faster or closer. And we've got some things working right now that might potentially do that. So it's really interesting to see how life works out when you set bigger goals, but you also are obsessed with what you do. You love what you do because it keeps you going day in, day out. It keeps that energy alive, and that's really what this is about, is like having a passion for something and just not stopping, because if you love it, you wouldn't stop naturally anyway. You would just keep going. So whatever that thing is, keep doing it, or start doing it. And don't let excuses tear you down, because Queen Elizabeth, bro, I haven't thought about her in months. And she was one of the world's most influential, if not the most influential person in the entire world. And people forgot about her like a couple days after she passed. So it's like, come on. There's people all over the world with statues built after them, and I haven't thought about them once. Even maybe I think about them for like a couple minutes when I like see the statue in person, and then once I leave, I'm like on to the next thing. I'm like thinking about my own things. Don't let people's opinions of you or your opinions of what other people think of you hold you back. Do it. Fucking do it. This life is so short. Just do something about it. So wanted to share that. Please like, comment, subscribe. 2 parts. This is going to be something that I'm going to show my kids when I'm older. So I want to be able to show them, the journey along the way. But if you want to follow along on your own journey to financial freedom, or if you're already ahead or any stage in the middle, you want to show your support, please like, comment, subscribe, engage with this in any way. That really, really, really helps me out. The bigger this gets, the more people it could potentially impact on their path to financial freedom. It might save a life. It might really alter someone's way of thinking in the positive. So really, really interested to see where this thing goes. But I'm just grateful for the opportunity to even have a platform to share my thoughts. And whether you like it or hate it, I don't care. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.